ESPN2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And expect some fireworks tonight, Clark. These teams can really light it up.
Well, you've got top scorers on both teams, Kevin, and when you have that, you know the numbers are going to be produced. I think it makes it hard to decide how you're going to defend potent offensive players. What kind of game plan are you going to employ defensively that gives you a chance to slow down excellent scores?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2. And for the Jazz, Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Conley against Irving. Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Stolen by Harden. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Bogdanovich looking around. Kicks it out to Mitchell. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Five to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. Irving against Conley. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
First trip to the line for him here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And Gobert drops them both. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And it's the Jazz's ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. O'Neal inside, guarded by Green. And here's Gobert. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And there's a reason why Jordan's a high-percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Harden with the basket on the assist from Harris.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, passes it to Mitchell. Over Harden. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Harden. He had 25 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. Good.
And this is Conley's game. Just terrific with that mid-range. The D has to be much more concerned.
Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. 8-point game. Here's Gobert. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. He gets it in there. Harden's got 8 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Mitchell. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. The 3 from Harden. Utah with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Knocked away. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Nets leading by 10. Outside, Green. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. He has 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here is Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
On the wing, Irving. Defended by Gobert. Irving attacking. Drops in the layup for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And the Jazz call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Changes for Brooklyn. Griffins check in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Jeff Green. Here's Oni. Back to Gobert. Pass to Oni. Conley surveying the D. And there's the pass to Clarkson. 4 on the clock. Can they get it? It doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it, fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Well, you look at Ingles, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Joe Harris.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
True shot.
And he makes the first. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Now, here's Clarkson. He had 16 points in the win against Chicago. They can't stop the run with that one. Brooklyn leading by 20. Pass to Chioza. Passes it to Griffin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Conley. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. He kicks it to Ilyasova. And the three off target. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Chiozza. And the pass to Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Griffin hits them both. Clarkson with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To halt the run, and he sinks the layup.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Favors. Outside Conley. Passes it to Oni. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the contact doesn't shake Favors. He just outworks the defense and finishes strong.
On the wing, Johnson. Claxton the pass to Griffin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Griffin's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Favors. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And that one good from Clarkson.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Johnson outside. Brown outside. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Favors. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Jazz trail by 21. Now here's Conley. 56 seconds left in the first. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
The first one falls. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They have a 19-point lead. Johnson left side. Here's Chiozza. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot goes in. And the Nets lead by 21.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The offensive rebound. Favors dishes to Ilyasova. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Chiozza. Pass to Griffin. With 2 seconds left.
Hey, the long arms of Ilyasova, an asset on defense. Really able to contest shots at a high level.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Nets up 19. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to be able to focus on us. You know, obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. You know, we're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Johnson. Griffin is out there with Brown. And it's Chiozza in at the 1. The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Chiozza. The pass to Claxton. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ilyasova. Griffin against Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. That one drops for him. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's tough. What else can the D do in that situation? Mitchell just locked in.
Pass to Griffin. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
The Nets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And the Nets making a change here as well. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin no good on the free throw. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Clarkson following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice play there from Bogdanovich. Had the defense at a disadvantage, and he struck.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
Gobert, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Irving looking for an opening. That one misses. Ready by Bogdanovich. Jazz trail by 16. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Now Green. 20 points for him last game against Portland. From deep, Harden. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. He was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well. Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 13. The tray. Again, the miss by Harden.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Improving shot mechanics, good height on that jumper, nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
And here's Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got it back down to single digits for the Jazz. Harden against Mitchell. Harden surveying the D. Bounce pass from Jordan. Here's Irving. Green breaking loose. Irving can't get it to go.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Clarkson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 28 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Harris finds Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, I like that Jordan doesn't force anything. He just kind of lets the offense come to him, picking his spots well.
Irving against Clarkson. Poked away. To the middle. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah, trailing by 10. Mitchell's shot is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Harden against Mitchell. Harden kicks to Jordan. Launches it. Utah with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris against Bogdanovich. Pass to Conley. This is to Gobert. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Mitchell missing. Nets leading by 8. Here's Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Harris reads these situations so well and knows exactly when to attack the defense.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he was waived after his 2nd year in the league, guys, but Joe Harris didn't let that stop him. He improved his skills, and he's carving out a nice career for himself.
And Harris drops them both. O'Neal with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Mitchell against Harden, and the basket is good. Mitchell's got 9 points in the quarter.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets, and from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Harris outside. Kicks it to Green. Pass to Harden. Harden draws the double, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
So it's the Jazz now. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 16-7 run. Harden against Mitchell. Back to Conley. The pass to Bogdanovich. Over Harris. Here's Gobert. A beautiful reverse layup. Gobert's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Irving passes to Jordan. The dish to Harden. From outside, off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Outside Conley. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. He kicks to Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket for Mitchell. Harris outside. Pass to Green. Back to Harris. Passes to Harden. Beyond the arc. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
To the paint, here's Mitchell. Brooklyn with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now, here's Mitchell. 15 points in the game. Over Harden. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And Jordan sends it back. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Harris kicks to Green. Outside Irving. Back to Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Utah calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. A chance to check out stats for Harden. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 2nd in assists, 11th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. They get it back. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Favors.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 18.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Pass to Oni. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Favors, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now here are the 2K leaderboard. Since the All-Star break, these teams are leading the NBA in second chance points. The Jazz, number 1.
Not many will go after it on the offensive boards the way they do. I mean, and particularly since the break, they have really made teams pay on the inside.
And that one falls for Favors.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And so Favors nails both of them. 1:02 left in the first half. Here's Chiosa. Covered by Mitchell. Over in the corner, Green. His three-pointers off the mark. Jazz trail by 10. To the inside. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Brown outside. Here's Claxton. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. The pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. 11 points for Jeff Green. Utah's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Mitchell against Harden. Now, here's Mitchell. A three from Bogdanovich. The shot comes out, and so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 20 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Well, a lot of redemption stories for the stars on Brooklyn. They all came here with something to prove. Who has the most to prove on the Nets?
It's got to be Kyrie Irving. I mean, he won it out of Cleveland and Boston, and now this is his show. So I would think internally, not even externally, hearing the critics, but internally, I'd probably say, man, this is where I want to get it done.
And some might say Durant, but listen, he's already proven he's a dog. Oh, don't forget about DeAndre Jordan. He's a third option. Now he needs to play like a third option.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Jazz trail by 10. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Count the basket. And it's now 22 points for James Harden.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way over O'Neal. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Irving against Conley. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. A second chance effort. O'Neal trying to break free. And that's 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got 8 points.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now, here is Harden. 22 points for him. A nice shot by Irving.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Conley. It's a 13-point game. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. That one off the back iron and out.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Harden against Mitchell. Irving. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And the rejection by Harden. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Another shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
Not just a floor spacer now. Bogdanovich getting inside there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Griffin's check in for Brooklyn. Tyler Johnson comes in for James Harden. And so Bogdanovich knows both of them. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Johnson outside. Shot on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got 15.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so...
Clarkson on the wing, guarded by Harris. Another miss by Utah. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
And here is Mitchell, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Johnson outside. In the corner, it's Griffin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Brooklyn leading by 21. Johnson outside. Back to Irving. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Now, here is O'Neal. Mitchell looking it over. Gobert down low. He's against Jordan. Here's O'Neal. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Griffin. Brooklyn's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Jordan, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling him.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
That one is off.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, and their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
And Utah has possession. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Clarkson. Here's Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Gobert's got 10 points.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Check out the numbers for Clarkson. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Second shot opportunity. Claxton with the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here is Favors. Outside Conley. And Jordan sends it back. Now Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Brown drops them both. And here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to Clarkson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Clarkson's got 13.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Brown. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's now go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th, the Jazz.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. Conley with it. He's got 9. Dishes it to Favors. Here's Conley. Over Brown. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Chiosa. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Nets, Green comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Oney. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks to Conley. Now here's Ilyasova. He's tightly guarded, but they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
5 on the clock. Conley, the pass to Favors. From deep. Offensive rebound. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Favors got 10.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Here's Claxton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Inside. Conley's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
On the wing, Johnson jacks up a three, hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
First free throw is good.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. And the Nets also making a change. Luwawu is checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now, here's Green. 11 points in the game.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here is Favors. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. Passes it to Oni. Favors in the post. The kick out to Ilyasova. They get a hand on it. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Jeff Green on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game. Utah's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Oni passes to Favors. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Here's Oni, guarded by Harden.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
And the rejection by Favors. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up.
Nice, strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Jordan Clarkson, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Luwawu. Now Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Utah shooting around 41% on the night. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Harden, no good. Now, here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. With 1 on the clock, buries the jump shot. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter. And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. It's the Nets now, setting the floor for the Nets. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Morgan's checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, that goes in. Mitchell's got 23 points.
There's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Griffin. Gobert with the block.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Mitchell. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
A free throw drops for Griffin. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Here's Hughes. There's the dish to Mitchell. Down low, here's Morgan. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Morgan's got his first points in this one. The Nets shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Hughes against Irving. Off on the layup. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now the pass to Ingles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ingles has got his first basket of the night.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Now, here is Irving. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. Mitchell is doubled. Cuts off the pass. One-on-one fast break. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Ingles passes to Hughes. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Nets leading by 20. Harden the pass to Jordan. Green against O'Neal. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Irving against Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Good on both. Now Conley. Mitchell outside. Pass to O'Neal. Four on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Irving with the steal. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now. Conley kicks to Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovich. The Jazz with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal. Then for the Nets, Bruce Brown comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Johnson in for Irving.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight over Mitchell. Harden, no good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. Mitchell outside. There's the pass to Gobert. Brown against Conley. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. They get it back. Nice shot by Gobert.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now here's Jordan. Harden draws the double. And Jordan slams it in.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Conley's shot is off.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Harris dishes to Harden. Gobert with the block. Mitchell outside. Fires the 3. Utah getting another chance here. Tries again. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. The Nets on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Harden, that's good.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Bounce pass Conley. Mitchell passes to Niang. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here is Johnson. Pass to Claxton. And the call will be against George Niang. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And the Jazz making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Here's Claxton. Up top, Brown. Ingles covering. Clock at 6. On the wing, Johnson. The rebound by the Jazz. Ingles with the ball. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Out to the right wing. Here's Niang. Misses the layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And that one, good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Ingles. Passes it to Niang. Knocks it loose. Trying to end the drought. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Back to Johnson. Fires from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Ingles. He feeds it to Favors. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. And there's the pass to Perry. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Pass to Ingles. Passes it to Hughes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
At the line for your Jazz, Elijah Hughes. At the line for two.
And he knocks down the first one. And Utah making a change here. Morgan's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Here's Luau. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Here's Perry. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Johnson. Ingles covering. Johnson can't hit. The Jazz shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And that's going to do it for the season series between these two teams. It's clear who had the better game plan and better execution, and that's why they'll finish up 2-0 against the Jazz.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Johnson. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Luau. Clock at 6. To stop the drought. He's off on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. The pass to Niang. Good D by Johnson. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Johnson surveying the floor. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. James, terrific road win. I would imagine you're feeling pretty good about how y'all played tonight.
They're a really good team, so we wanted to come here and just battle. And we finally get in the groove, we got to just pick it up on the way. And one thing we're going to rely on is our defense. So, tonight's another great effort, and we just got to keep it going from here.
Battle. Sounds like a winning formula. Congrats, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.